Well, hello YouTubers. Not too bad of a day out here for late January, although we're going to get some snow over the next couple of days. So today I need to get out here and tinker a little bit more and see what's going on. Now I have made a little progress on this neon, and all of a sudden the birds got quiet. They must have heard me talking. I want to show you what I've done so far. The other day I bought this, I'll say about a week ago I bought this. And it's got some problems. You put it in gear, it stalls out no matter what. Reverse, it stalls. And let me show you that real quick in this video that I did the other day. So let's roll that. Well, hello YouTubers. This is my 2003 Dodge Neon, and I picked it up really cheap and runs good and everything. The only problem I've got is the transmission. When you drop it in gear, it stalls right out. As you can see, it's idling, if you can hear it. Raise the hood up real quick for you. Sounds really good. It's only got 110,000, I believe. It just turned over 100,000 recently. Sounds great and everything, but like I said, the only issue I have is when I drop it down in gear, it'll die. So you give it plenty of gas, and I even got the RPM gauge, which is kind of nice. Idling right at about 800 RPMs. Let's drop it down in gear. Now watch it, and see, it died. Now after it warms up, you can put it in gear, and it'll idle in gear, but as soon as you touch the gas and take off, it'll die again. Let's see if we can put it down in drive. And see, it died again as soon as I put it down in drive. And even in reverse. Now reverse, sometimes it will go in reverse and not die. Let's try it again here. Oops, see? Well, that's annoying, and it'll scare the crap out of you. I'm going to show you how to fix it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let's get to it, because this is annoying. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's fix this. And there you go, you can see what it was doing. So what I've done so far, I've gone ahead and pulled the old pan off the transmission. And what I did find out, which was kind of spooky, there were some pieces of metal in there, but not a lot. I think what this is probably from is when they were jerking it into gear because they couldn't keep it running. And it's probably chipped a few teeth here and there on something in there. But here's the thing. I drove it the other day. It'll take off in second, or it's probably second gear. It'll take off in second gear, and you can drive this thing, and it will shift no problem. So I know the torque converter is pumping fluid. It's okay. So I've pretty much pinpointed this down to probably, it looks like it's going to be this solenoid, which says on top of the starter. Now, I've had all this stuff off yesterday. I'll take this off here in a few minutes and show you. The reason I think it's probably up there is there's two things going on. It's not shifting. If you've ever had a Chrysler vehicle, especially the Caravans and the newer Neons, when those solenoids are working on the transmission, when you put it in gear, say drive, back to reverse, you'll hear a buzzing sound or a really fast clicking sound. That tells me that the solenoid is working on that transmission. Well, I don't have that noise. For some reason, it seems like it is dead. So what I'm going to have to do is figure out if it's getting power. But later today, what I'm going to do first is go ahead and put the transmission fluid back in it. I'm going to get some new transmission fluid and put the filter back in it. And then I'm simply going to go up here on top of this transmission where the solenoid is. I'm going to unplug it and see if I unplug it, if anything changes. And if it doesn't change, I need to verify that it's getting power down there, because that was probably one of the first things I noticed when I got it. I didn't have that buzzing, clicking sound. And what that is, it's the relays inside that that system that's making a clicking noise. It tells you that the relays are working inside that solenoid. So let me pull this off here real quick and give you a look at it. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's look at the bottom of this transmission. Like I said, there's the pan and the gasket, and some of the fluid still dripping out. And there's the bottom of the pan of the transmission. I thought about taking out the valve body. Sometimes things can stick inside the valve body, but I don't think it's that yet. It's just going to be one of these things where I'm going to have to just test everything until I figure out what the issue is. But like I said, it'll drive. It seems like you're taking off in second gear, and when you take off and come back down to a stop, it's when it dies. And also, a lot of times there's a part inside this thing that they call the governor, and I thought maybe the governor was sticking, so I'll have to check that. But if the governor was sticking, it shouldn't die when I come to a stop. So I've got a torque converter clutch problem, is what it sounds like, so it could be in that top solenoid pack on the top. I don't remember this particular transmission. I've worked on so many. I don't know if there's a solenoid, TCC solenoid in here, or if it's all converted or put in or integrated is what I'm trying to say, into the TCC on top of the transmission. So let's go look at that. And here it is. It's sitting right here. There's a wiring harness that goes to it. If I move my hand back like this, and that plug right there, you see, that's where the TCC bolts onto the transmission. Now, I know a lot of these do go bad. If you go online and go to certain sites, eBay, there's guys on there that rebuild these, and they sell thousands and thousands of them, so a lot of people replace these. But I need to find out if this wiring harness is getting power down here, because this thing does not make any noise whatsoever. It doesn't click, it doesn't buzz, and that is standard for these to work like that if they are working okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that later today. I will post a second video, but at least you have some idea now how it's stalling. And if yours is doing that, stay tuned, because I will find a fix for this, and I also will hopefully help you out too. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Look for my next video as we roll along here and get this thing back on the road.